Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. Season opener for South Medford softball here on TableRockSports.net. Jim McCoy with you. Johnny McCoy will be giving you the pictures on the camera. And we're pleased to bring you the Panthers of South Medford playing their first game of the season under the direction of Miranda Gillespie against the Westview Wildcats, coached by Rhonda McKenzie. And we're just about 10 minutes away from first pitch. Well, we're glad to be out here this afternoon. It has been a very pleasant day here in Medford. As you can see, the coaches exchanging the lineup cards, a little last-minute discussion with the umpires at home plate. And we're looking forward to what the season holds in store. South Medford, a semifinalist in the Oregon 6A last year. By the time they'd frozen the rankings for the season, the Lady Panthers came in as the third-ranked team in the state. They've graduated some talent, but they've reloaded once again. And again, leading the way in the dugout for South Medford, Miranda Gillespie, succeeding Coach Ramsey, who had taken the reins for at least a couple of seasons. And we'll get a chance to size up a lot of experienced talent on the Panthers. Even though we're talking only 3 seniors on the squad, there are plenty of players among them. Thinking about Malia Taylor, a junior, and Jordan Knutson, a junior. Shelby Hillier, varsity experience. Same with Nicole Ledendecker. And so you got a lot of players. It's been a young team for a while, but they're less young than they were before. So we'll see how they fare against a Wildcats team that comes in with a 1-0 record on the season. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll get you ready for the start of today's action. It is the Wildcats versus the Panthers here on TableRockSports.net.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
The President's Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We are stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV ever. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore. Jeep celebration event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now, or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Your game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
All right, here we go. First inning action. Westview, the visitors. First up, leading off will be the second baseman, Sophia Groshong. She shows bunt. The pitch high, and the count goes 1-0. Second offering goes for a strike. That'll even up the count at 1-1. So it's Groshong, followed in the order by Bowling, and hitting third will be Kellen Bordwell Gray. Swing and a miss. Starting pitcher for the Panthers, Casey Hudson, ahead in the count 1-2. She winds, she fires, she gets the K to open the game. One down in the top of the first, and that'll bring up the designated player for today, Sydney Butterfield, wearing, wait a minute, let's get the right lineup. 19, Bridget Bowling. She is the designated player, wearing number 19. Yeah, it's opening day for the broadcasters, too. Bowling gets ahead, 1-0, one down. Bowling with an open stance. Shows bunt. And the count even up at 1-1. Next pitch, fouled back to the screen. Count goes 1-2. South Medford with Aubrey Joe at first base. Butterfield at second. Playing third is Brianna Turry. And we have Hannah Turpin at short. Pitch high. Count even. 2-2. Malia Taylor playing center field, playing straight away. His pitch low and outside as the count goes 3-2. Hudson winds, fires, and she's gone. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter in the order for the Wildcats, Callan Bordwell Gray, playing right field, wearing number 21, and yet another left-handed hitter. Hudson comes to the plate. Starts with a strike. So on either side of Taylor in the outfield, you have Jaden Cote in right field, Nicole Ledendecker in left, Hillier behind the plate. That almost looked like a little bit of a drag bunt look. Hudson firing darts here early in the ball game. Next pitch. Rises high for a ball, and the count goes 1-2. Hudson. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end it for the Wildcats. Wait a minute. Everybody's coming back out. Not so fast, says the man in blue. So it's a 2-2 count. Gray waits the pitch, fouls that one off, stays alive. Sophia Cherry, catcher, on deck. Hannah Turpin making her way back out to short. Third base playing in. That one a dirt scraper, and the count goes full at 3-2. Base is empty. 2 down. Hudson. And Boardwell Gray fouls that one off to the left, back to the screen. Hudson gets ready to offer up the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will end it for the Wildcats in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, and no Panther errors. We'll take a quick timeout and be back here with more action on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Back here in the bottom of the first, looking at the batting order for the Panthers. Leading off and playing center field will be Malia Taylor. She'll be followed in the order by Sydney Butterfield playing second base. The number 3 hitter, Casey Hudson, the pitcher. Cleanup hitters, the first baseman, Aubrey Joe. Hitting fifth will be Hannah Turpin playing shortstop. Brianna Turry playing third base and hitting sixth. That's Shelby Hillier at catcher, wearing number 10 and hitting seventh. Nicole Ledendecker will hit eighth, playing left field, and batting ninth will be the right fielder, Jaden Cote. That will face off against Anna Fafita. Taylor will look at the first pitch as the count goes 1-0. Ball hit in the air, over the screen, and out into the street. And that'll run the count level at 1-1. Had a neighbor walking the dog down the street and got a little unexpected surprise their way. Taylor doing what a good leadoff hitter does. And wants to see some pitches from Fafita. Ball fouled out of play. Just misses my truck parked across the street. Two-two pitch coming. And we'll have a grounder down to second. Throw from second to first. And there's one away. 4-3 goes the play. And that will bring up Sydney Butterfield playing second base. Right-hand hitter standing in. Fafita winds. Gets that one past the hitter to get ahead 0-1. Next pitch, just about identical to the first. And Fafita jumping out to an 0-2 count. Next pitch off the plate as the count goes 1-2. Fafita, just a sophomore. Pitch low. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and there's 2 gone. That'll bring up Fafita's opposite. Right-handed pitcher, Hudson, Casey Hudson. And she'll hit a line drive out to center field. This one's going to about just roll to the wall. And Hudson goes into second base standing up. First hit of the game for the Panthers with 2 gone in the inning. Hudson just smoked that one right up the middle. And now that'll bring up Aubrey Joe. First pitch. Hudson edging off of second, but it scampers back to the bag. Fafita getting ahead here. So the internet here has been a little bit laggy, so to bring you quickly up to date, Cherry with the first hit of the ball game for the Wildcats is the runner on first with 1 down. Cherry takes off on the payoff pitch. Cherry now in scoring position. Anna Fafita, the pitcher, standing in. Oh, and 1 the count. So runner at second. 2 gone in the inning. Hudson making the clutch pitch there, and that will end it for the Wildcats on the inning. They end up getting no runs on a base hit. Runner left the board. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with more action here on TableRockSports.net.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. For South in this inning, it'll be Turry, followed by Hillier and Ledendecker, as Fafita goes to work. First pitch, that one hit wide of third, goes over the fence and out of play. So Fafita getting ahead here, 0-1. First inning, the Panthers with a pair of hits and a run scored, thanks to Hudson and Joe. And now the count even up at 1-1. Fafita working the lower end of that zone. Turry throws the bat at it, so to speak, and Fafita now ahead on the count at 1-2. One-two pitch, leadoff hitter here in the inning, bottom of the second. This pitch, once again, Fafita really working that lower portion of the zone. And Turry, who's playing third base today, gets underneath that, and once again, she keeps herself alive in the at-bat by fouling it back. Infield coming in to offer up a couple of words of encouragement. I'm sure also talking about play on the infield. Groshong playing second base. And it's Hayes at first. Turry hanging tough in here. She's fouled off about a good 3 or 4 pitches in a row. Turry comes to the plate. Grounder to third. Throw across the infield is in time. Cote takes a mighty cut at that, and the count goes level at 2-2. So deuces are wild. 2-2 the count, bottom of the second, with 2 out, and Fafita gets the K. And that will end it for the Panthers in the bottom of the second. No runs, 1 hit, and a runner left on. We'll go to the top of the third, and we'll have that for you on the other side of this break.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken, featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
We'll go to the top of the third. Bottom third of the order for Westview will be Lampo, followed by France and Tui. First pitch. Lampo looks at that one. And she gets ahead 1-0. There's a strike for Hudson. Unofficially, I've got her at 5 strikeouts on the day thus far. Ball hit in the air on the infield, and there to look it in. Almost a little kind of a basket catch there by Butterfield, and there's one down. That'll bring up Kylie France. France playing center field today. Lefty hitter with an open stance. Starts out with a look and gets ahead 1-0. Next pitch, low and outside as the count goes 2-0. 1. Okay, we're back after fighting with the Gremlins a little bit. Some technical difficulty while you were away and while we were working on things. Hudson and the Panthers able to work out of a jam where a pair of hitters got aboard. France by a single, and then Tui with bases on balls, but the Panthers escaped the jam here in the home half of the third. Taylor struck out to lead off, and now Bowling, the hitter. Wait a minute, let's get the right line up here. That'd be helpful, right? Butterfield is the hitter. Swing and a miss, and there's 2 gone. So 2 out via the strikeout. And with the bases empty, here's the pitcher Hudson. She doubled, stole a base, and scored in the first. Lays off the first pitch as the count goes 1-0. So Fafita working efficiently here in the home half of the third. That pitch low and inside as the count goes 2-0. Next pitch, line drive out to left field, and that will go over the outstretched glove of the left fielder. And Tui so Hudson in scoring position with 2 gone. And the hitter that drove her in the first is up. Hudson daring the Westview catcher Cherry. She'll scamper back to the bag. Joe will stand in. Pitch outside. Hudson being disruptive down there at second. She'll get about, well, at least a good third of the way down and then come back. Two and one the count to the first baseman, Joe. Turpin, the on-deck hitter. Joe looks at the pitch, and at least from this perspective, it looked low and inside, and the count will go 3-1. Fafita winds, fires, pitch fouled away as the count goes full at 3-2. First baseman Hayes with some words of encouragement for her pitcher. Pitch hit in the air to right field. That one will fall in, and coming around and scoring the run is Casey Hudson to make it a 2-0 ball game. Joe going the other way, picking up her second ribby of the day. Hudson scoring her second run. And that'll bring up Anna Turpin, who struck out looking in the first. First pitch misses. 1-0 to the South Medford shortstop. A one hit up the middle, ranging to her left. And hanging in there and making the play, shoveling it to second, is the shortstop, Morris. And that will finish off the Panthers, but not before they put another run on the board. It's a 2-0 ball game, and we'll be back with more following these messages. We are going to go ahead and keep it right here as we get ready to go to the top of the fourth. Panthers extending their lead, and once again, it is the Hudson and Joe connection. Hudson with hits, then ends up scoring on RBI singles by Aubrey Joe. And now Hudson will get ready to do business here on the top of the fourth. Sophia Cherry, the catcher, getting ready to stand in. And it's been something of a family reunion here today as, well, Sophia Cherry is my cousin's daughter. So we've got her dad, Michael, here, and mom and dad are both here this afternoon. Grandma's here as well as Uncle Randy, and one of those moments when you realize it's a very small world out there. Cherry 1 for 1 on the day. She'll look at the first pitch as she gets ahead 1-0. It'll be Sophia followed by Evan Morris and Jules Hayes. Pitch inside. And the Wildcats' cleanup hitter is ahead 2-0. Timeout called. Coach Gillespie. Quick discussion there with the umpire. Hudson, that pitch inside, moves Cherry away from the plate. And it's a hitter's count at 3-0. Hudson will catch the corner there to run the count 3-1. Cherry taking all the way. And the pitch called a strike as it runs full at 3-2. Leadoff hitter here in the top of the fourth. And the leadoff hitter is aboard for the Wildcats. As Evan Morris will stand in. She popped up the Hillier in her first at-bat today. Morris shows the drag bunt. Makes contact, fouled away as the count goes 0-1. Hudson. That pitch right down Broadway, and she's ahead 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And a strikeout looking as there's one away. Jules Hayes, the hitter. Hayes playing first base. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. First pitch from Hudson is fouled away. Pounds it off the backstop as Hudson gets ahead. Hudson, that one in the dirt. Cherry will take off, and the throw wide of second base. Cherry with the stolen base as the count goes 1-1. Crime pays for the Wildcats as they get a runner in scoring position. Pitch upstairs. Hayes, the hitter, with the Theta on deck. Three and one the count to Hayes. Here comes Hudson with the pitch. That pitch inside. And Hayes awarded the bases on balls for Hudson. That'll be the third walk that she surrendered this afternoon against, by our count, 7 strikeouts. Ground ball, finds the gap, sneaks through. Cherry comes around, play at the plate, and they get the lead runner. Good heads-up defensive play by the Panthers, and that'll keep a run from scoring. So Cherry out at home. We have runners on first and second with 2 gone. And a pitch inside to Taylin Lampo. Lampo playing third base. Right-handed hitter, open stance. Hudson. Right down the pipe. As she evens it up at 1-1. Hudson working her way through a little bit of a jam here in the fourth. But thus far unscathed. That pitch in the dirt, the runners will take off. A move to second and third. Rhonda McKenzie. And it looks like we have a courtesy runner coming into the ball game. One of the things you can do on the high school ranks. So Sayama will come in as a courtesy runner for the pitcher. And with 2 gone, that will prepare Fafita for the opportunity to get ready to pitch. Should Lampo be unable to extend the inning. So we got a 3-1 count to Lampo. 2 gone. A pair of runners in scoring position. And the Panthers leading 2-0. Lampo with the good eye at the plate. And that will load him up. And that'll bring up Kylie France. Center fielder singled her first time up. 2 out in the inning. France gets ahead here. So you got Hayes at third. Sayama, the courtesy runner, at second. Swing and a miss as the count goes even at 1-1. Looks like maybe Hudson might have taken a little something off of that. And messed with France's timing. Now Hudson with the advantage at 1-2. 2 gone in the inning. The bases loaded. The go-ahead run down at first. The pitch. And that'll drop in just inside third base. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Another runner coming around. And Westview takes the 3-2 lead. Kylie France with her second hit of the day. Drives in 3. Now there will be a conference down at the circle. Runner at third. It was just one of those that she just dropped it in the right spot going the opposite way, and now that'll bring up the hitter Tui. The pitch moves her slightly off the plate. She's going to show bunt now. Goes back as if to swing away, but she'll look at that one. as she gets ahead 2-0. So Hayes, Fafita, and Lampo all scoring. On the hit by Kylie France. There's a strike as Tui takes all the way. Pop up on the infield. A little bit of trouble there, but closing the glove on it and finishing off the Westview threat in the third. Making the play is the shortstop Turpin. But Westview comes up with 3 runs on 2 hits and no Panther errors. It's a 3-2 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 4th, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Panthers. Well, lead off with Turpin here at the bottom of the 4th. Pitch down Main Street as Fafita gets ahead 0-1. It'll be Turpin followed by Turi and Hillier. That pitch low, and did she go? First base umpire says no, and the count is even now at 1-1. Next pitch. Over our heads, back over towards the JV fields, and Fafita now ahead at 1-2 to the leadoff hitter, Turi here. That pitch hit in the air to right center field, and that will go over the glove of the center fielder, and pulling in with extra bases, Brianna Turi. Panthers now with 5 hits in the ball game, and the tying run now at second base. That'll bring up the catcher, Shelby Hillier. She flew out to right field her first time up. Pitch inside as Hillier gets ahead 1-0. Next offering, that'll be fouled away. Out across the street as the count goes 1-1. Fafita comes to the plate. That pitch smoked inside and fell to the screen. Fafita winds and fires. That one down to short. Throw across the infield is in time. But the runner will move up. Six to 3 on the play. Morris to Hayes. One gone. Runner at third. And a swing and a miss by Ledendecker, who had a single her first time up. With the runner Turry down at third. Next pitch, hit the short, play at the plate. Did she get under the tag? And a play at the plate. And the runner is ruled out. Turry down momentarily. Her coach looking after her as we had a collision there at the plate. Turry gets up just a wee tad gimpy there. So it'll remain a 3-2 ball game with the play at the plate. Some of the South Medford faithful feeling like that tag might have been a little bit high. May have been, but on the fielder's choice, it'll be Ledendecker. And Jaden Cote, the right fielder, struck out the first time up. Gets ahead of Fafita here. By our count, Fafita has not surrendered a walk today. Pitch fouled back. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Just off the outside corner as the count goes 2-1. That pitch had some giddy up behind it. Next pitch low as the count goes 3-1. Hayes will come over and batter pitcher on the back, and here comes the 3-1 pitch. And that called a strike as the count goes full at 3-2. Leadoff hitter Malia Taylor on deck. Ball hit in the air to about medium depth in right field, and there to close the glove on it and erase the Panther threat. Callan Lordwell Gray. Panthers get runners, but are unable to score. That'll take us to the top of the fifth. Westview leading in this one 3-2, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective. Because we're all hoping for the same thing. To be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official. But you can only be one. Know your.
We'll go to the road half of the fifth. And due up will be Bowling, Boardwell Gray, and Cherry. Westview rallying from a 3-0 deficit. On a big hit by Kylie France. Back at the top of the fourth. First pitch from Hudson. Ball is the call, and it goes 1-0. Laying down the bunt, and that'll roll foul to even up the count at 1-1. Bowling struck out twice today. Looking to improve her fortunes here and give the Wildcats a leadoff runner here in the top of the fifth. Pitch fouled away and will end up over at the other field, and the count will go now 1-2 as Hudson gets ahead of the leadoff hitter. That one lashed foul. Count will remain at 1-2. So far on the day, Westview with 3 runs on 3 hits. The Panthers with 2 runs on 5 hits. The big bugaboo for Hudson has been the bases on balls. She has surrendered 4 on the day by our count. Ball popped up. Shallow center field. Taylor looks it in, and there's one gone. Bowling flies out to center field, and here's Kellen Boardwell Gray. The senior right fielder standing in, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. First pitch will find its target as the count goes 0-1. Next pitch, that one up high over the catcher. 1-1 the count. Hudson. Swing and a miss. As Casey gets ahead, 1-2. One-two pitch, fouled back. Couple of scores in from this afternoon's action. Franklin, a 13-2 winner against Park Rose. That game mercy ruled in the 5th inning. Central Catholic, a 7-3 winner against Sunrise, Arizona. Pitch high, count goes 2-2. Hudson, this one hit in the air to center field. Taylor looks it in, makes the catch. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up Sophia Cherry, the catcher. Leadoff hitter. On base every time, each at bat. Single, drew a walk. And on that walk, she was thrown out of play on the plate. Pitch inside as the count goes 1-0. For the Wildcats, this their second game of the season. Spring sports just getting underway here in Oregon. And today, it's a little breezy here on the late Friday afternoon, but keeping a little bit of the edge off the sun that we're just now getting used to after a relatively harsh, by Southern Oregon standards, month of March. 2-1 to Cherry. Pitch catches the inside corner, and that'll even it up at 2-2. Cherry will look to keep the inning alive. That pitch lashed foul, wide of third, out of play. And the count will remain at 2-2. Pitch in the dirt. One looked like it may just kind of just got away from Hudson. Westview, a 9-3 winner against Gresham earlier this week. Here, Hudson records the strikeout, and that will end it for the Wildcats. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, and we'll have that for you right after this timeout.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back here, but before the bottom of the fifth gets underway, just want to remind you that you can keep up to date on all that's going on here on Table Rock Sports by becoming a subscriber to our YouTube channel, Table Rock Sports. And by doing so, you receive notifications of when games and matches go live. So join the 2,500 other people that have done the same and become a subscriber to Table Rock Sports on YouTube as Taylor lays off the first pitch and gets ahead 1-0. Malia 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out and struck out. Pitch on the corner for a strike as the count goes 1-1. Fafita now sighted in. She'll run the count 1-2. Has the advantage here against Taylor, the center fielder. Pitch inside. Taylor had made a couple of nice plays defensively out in center field today. Both teams have done a pretty good job today in their early outings of not hurting themselves with the glove. Taylor strikes out to lead off. And that'll bring up Sydney Butterfield. Butterfield 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch fouled back as the count goes 0-1. That pitch catches the corner as the count goes 0-2. Fafita has shown good command in the circle today. Butterfield there showing the good eye to lay off of that one. 1-2 pitch coming up. Contact there. First baseman has a little bit of trouble with it. Hayes pouncing on it. And then just simply goes and takes and touches the bag with the ball, and there's 2 gone. So Hayes with the unassisted put out, 2 away. And here's Hudson. Hudson hits the line drive to right center field. That will go to the wall. Hudson with her 3rd double of the day. So Casey Hudson has been a nemesis for the Wildcats. So you have the tying run in scoring position. And the player that has driven on both of South Bedford's runs stands in. And the Wildcats want no part of Aubrey Joe, so she'll draw the walk and head down to first. So you have 2 on with 2 out. And Westview is going to take their chances with Hannah Turpin. Turpin 0 for 2 on the day. Turpin, junior, playing shortstop. And running for Joe will be Danica Ostvig. He's down at first, wearing number 16. So Turpin has Ostvig at first and Hudson at second with 2 gone. Pitch low. And as Hudson is wont to do, she edges pretty well off the bag to see if she can't fluster the opposition, but she goes back. Ball hit in the air. That's going to go out of play and land in the grass. So the count even to Turpin at 1-1, 2 out in the inning. Runners on first and second. Westview up by 1. The pitch from Fafita. That'll miss, and the count goes 2-1. Turpin up at bat. Brianna Turry on deck. Next pitch. That one fouled off. And again, what we see from Fafita, she likes to keep it down in the zone. And at times getting the hitters to hit underneath it. Pitch, swing, and a miss, and that will end the 5th inning of play. The Panthers get one hit, no runs score, 2 left on, and we'll be back with the top of the 6th following these messages on TableRockSports.net.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tenders Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
Top of the 6th for the Wildcats. It will be Morris, Hayes, and Fafita due up, looking to try to see if they can extend their 1-run lead. They trailed in the game at 2-0, but that is before France ended up with a 3-run triple in the 4th, plating a trio of runs, and that's where things have held for the last couple of innings. Casey Hudson remains in the circle for the Panthers. Morris stepping in, 0 for 2 on the day. Popped up the catcher and struck out looking. Morris will foul that one off as Hudson gets ahead, 0-1. Ball hit in the air to center field. Kind of a line drive job, and there is Taylor to record the out. And there's one gone. That'll bring up Jules Hayes. She struck out, walked, and then scored. Hudson gets her to take a cut at it. Hillier and Joe head toward the screen. But Hayes stays alive. Count 0-1 with one gone here in the top of the sixth. Count evens up at 1-1. Hudson had some heat on that, but pitch outside as the count goes 2-1. Ball hit in the air. Hillier there to make the play, and there is two away. So Hayes will pop up to the catcher, and Anna Fafita struck out and then singled and scored a run in that pivotal fourth inning. Hudson low and inside as the count goes 2-0. Senior pitcher. Three and 0 the count. Two gone in the inning. One-run ball game. No doubt Fafita would like to give herself a little bit of insurance here. That pitch a strike. Advantage Fafita as the count goes 3-1. Ball fouled away as the count goes full. And it's at those moments where you think, opportune plug for Bill's Glass. For over 45 years, Bill's Glass has been serving Southern Oregon with glass window replacement for auto, home, and business. Hudson with the clutch delivery strikes out her opposite, and that will do it for Westview. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. The Wildcats lead by 1, and we'll be back with more here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Bottom of the 6th. South Medford has Turry, Hillier, and Ledendecker due up. Turry 1 for 2 on the day, grounded out and singled. First pitch, swing and a miss. For South Medford, this is their season opener. They'll next be in action on Tuesday with a road date at Grants Pass. Bouncing ball down to third, throw across the infield is in time. And there's one gone. So Lampo making the play at third. Hillier, the catcher, standing in. Fouled back to the backstop. Hillier on the day flew out to right field and then grounded out to short. Fafita, that one's popped up. Cherry makes the play, and there's two gone. So that'll bring up Nicole Ledendecker. Ledendecker had a single and got on a fielder's choice her last at-bat. Fafita still showing good command in the circle. No signs of fatigue that we can see so far. But here, Ledendecker gets ahead 2-0. Next pitch, that one kind of hitting an in-between spot, but locking in and making the play out in center field, Kylie France. So that'll do it for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 6th. They'll go top of 7. On the other side of these messages, your John L. Scott scoreboard showing the Wildcats 3 and the Panthers 2.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like, too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
To the top of the 7th we go for the Wildcats. It'll be Lampo, France, and Tui. Casey Hudson, Looks in at her catcher. Delivers. And that first pitch goes for a ball. Lampo, who popped up and walked, and that walk ended up resulting in a run scored later. Lampo will look at that pitch as the count goes 2-1. Ball hit in the air to right field. There to make the catch is Jaden Cote, and there's one down. And that'll bring up Kylie France. She's made a lot of noise today. 2 for 2 on the day with 3 RBIs. Ball hit, and they're making the snow cone catch. Web gem action by Hannah Turpin, and there's 2 gone. She just did keep that in the glove as she dove for it. Send that one to Sports Center. Meanwhile, Tui smokes that one to right field. She'll motor into second, turns the corner. She'll head in for third, to play at third, and she's safe. Brooklyn Tui with her first hit of the day. And just the 4th overall for Westview, but they lead in the game. But they've got a runner at third and 2 out. Ball hit in the air, and that'll go out of play. And you know what? I think I just misspoke because that's actually Groshong that had the hit. So again, correction, that's Groshong, the runner at third, and the hitter is Bridget Bowling. Ball hit just underneath the glove, and a run will score as Groshong comes home. And it's a 4-2 ball game. So Bridget Bowling her first hit of the day, and it's a big one. As now with we sit here in the top of the 7th. Westview is up by 2, and that'll bring up Callan Bordwell Gray. The runner will go. And it's out. And that will do it for the Wildcats. Wildcats, however, lead in the ballgame 4-2. But one more opportunity for South Medford here in the bottom of the 7th. Fafita The only walk that she has given up on the day has been of the intentional variety. Due up this inning for the Panthers, it'll be Cote. Then to the top of the order with Paley, followed by Sydney Butterfield. The majority of the Panthers' offense has come courtesy of Casey Hudson and Aubrey Joe. Hudson, 3 for 3 on the day. And Joe with a pair of singles to bring her home. Cote, the leadoff hitter, right fielder, 0 for 2, struck out and hit a fly ball to right. First pitch. It misses as Jaden gets ahead. 1-0 pitch. Now make that a 1-1 count. And again, Fafita has been effective at just scraping the bottom of that strike zone throughout the afternoon. Ground ball, hit back up the middle. Fafita gathers it, throws to first, and there's one down. To the top of the order we go. And that'll bring up Malia Taylor, 0 for 3 on the day, struck out twice, and grounded out in the first. So for you practitioners of the dying art of keeping score, the play goes 1-3 on the at-bat by Cote. Malia Taylor gets ahead, 1-0. Anna Fafita finds the target and evens up the count at 1-1. Next pitch. Taylor, almost kind of what they call an excuse me swing there. And now with the 1-2 count, Coach Miranda Gillespie. Little discussion there with Taylor. One-two pitch. That one outside. Almost looked like Fafita was going to try to see if she couldn't get Taylor fishing there, but 2-2 pitch. That one hit in the air, but foul. He's trying to make a play on that. The count remains 2-2 with one down, bottom of the seventh. Taylor makes contact there. Fouls it off. Hanging in with a 2-2 count and one gone. 2-2 pitch. That sounded like that might have caught the mask of Sophia Cherry. Center fielder stands in. 2-2 pitch, grounded down to second, shovels it to first. Making the play there was Sophia Groshong at second base, and now the Panthers down to their final out. Butterfield, roller down to second, throw down to first. And the Wildcats pick up the W. On your John L. Scott scoreboard, it shows Westview 4, South Medford 2. We will take a timeout, and then we'll be back with a quick post-game wrap-up here on TableRockSports.net.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey,
Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Welcome back to the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role postgame show on TableRockSports.net. Jim McCoy along with Johnny McCoy on the camera, and we're just going to wrap things up here real quickly. First, recapping the game, South Medford taking the early lead. As a matter of fact, it was the Casey Hudson Aubrey Joe connection to give them a 2-0 lead. Hudson would end up doubling in the first, would come around on a big long base hit by Joe to make it 1-0. And then they would replicate that again. Their second go around the lineup, Hudson ended up doubling, and then it was Joe with the RBI single to make it 2-0. And while Casey Hudson had a good performance today, a little bit of trouble with walks, and while as you can see there on the scoreboard, Westview with just 5 hits on the day, but they turned that into 4 runs, it would end up, it looked like the Wildcats would end up getting their first run on a play at the plate as Sophia Cherry came around, but she was thrown out at the plate. But after Hayes ended up drawing a walk, followed by a single by Anna Fafita and another walk by Taylon Lampo, it was Kylie France and with a long base hit, and she ended up driving in 3 to help Westview gain the lead. And then later in the game, was Sophia Groshong hitting a triple, and she would end up later scoring on a hit by Bridget Bowling. So our final unofficial totals on the day, it was Westview with 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors. Both of these teams clean day defensively. And South Medford with a pair of runs on 6 hits. With that, South Medford opens up their season at 0-1. Westview goes to 2-0. Well, that'll wrap up things here. For my cameraman, Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy saying thank you for joining us and have a great evening.